Here's the most powerful manifestation mantra for you to attract and create whatever it is that you want in life. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and this mantra is only 2 words, but it'll change your whole life. Think about how many of the best things in human history have happened. Like, everyone was trying to bend a piece of metal, and then everyone was like, this isn't gonna bend and we're not gonna be able to fly, right? Everyone was trying to bend pieces of metal and make them fly in the air, and then everyone was like, no, that's actually impossible. But then the Wright brothers were like, screw it, we'll figure it out. Screw it, we'll figure it out. Thomas Edison's like, I failed 7,000 times now trying to flip a switch and make lights come on. Screw it, I'm gonna keep going. Steve Jobs was like, screw it, I might be a kid, but I'm gonna figure this out. And he created technology that's connected us and transformed our world for forever. Screw it can be the most powerful phrase that you ever use. Why? Because most people live like this. The desire impulse strikes within you. And you say, wow, that person is attractive over there. Oh my God, I really want to go talk to them. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, I couldn't do that. What if they say no? I don't even know what I would say. It's going to be awkward. I'm a girl. I'm not supposed to ask guys out. My muscles aren't big enough for her to find me attractive. And it just goes in the head. Imagine if you just said, screw it. Imagine if you just said that. You just said, screw it. And you just went and did it. What type of cool things would happen? Because then if you don't, then what happens is then you beat yourself up about it later, and it goes on and on and on and on. It's like people say, man, I got this amazing opportunity to quit my job and start this new business, and I think it's going to work out really, really well. But I don't know. It might not. And then they stay at the job they don't even want to be at. What if you just said, screw it? Think of what it is that you want that you're afraid of right now. Maybe it's asking somebody out. Maybe it's increasing your prices. Maybe you wanted to go travel. Maybe you want to move to another city, to another country. I'm telling you, this is your only life. You are not going to get another one. And you're not going to get extra points at the end of life if you live your life based off of what other people want for you. Most people are gambling on the biggest risk of all, and that's the bet that one day, they're going to have the time and hopefully the money to buy back all the time they wasted earlier in life. No. You do not get a redo. You do not get a do-over. Say screw it. Screw it. Just do it. Go ask them out. Screw it. Start your business. Screw it. If you want to move, then move. If it's something that's calling to your heart and spirit, figure out a way to get it done. Figure out a way to get creative. Because I'm telling you, at the end of life, here's the reason that the most gold in the entire world, it's not in mines in Central America or something. All the gold is in the cemetery. Because everybody's got all these treasures, dreams, desires, and they left them all inside of them. Not because they weren't good enough, not because they weren't smart enough, not because it wasn't possible, because they talked themselves out of it. So just say screw it. Oh, what the heck? Do it anyways. That's what Jack Canfield says. Screw it. But think of something that's been making you nervous, afraid, vulnerable, fearful, and go ahead and say screw it. And you're going to feel scared, and what's going to happen is, because you live in a physical world and you're having a physical experience, you're going to want to do something, whether it's ask somebody out or whatever it is. And maybe you've been wanting to do it for 5 years. When you do that thing, because you have the most powerful supercomputer in the world, which is called your brain, your nervous system, and your human body, what happens is, as soon as you feel that level of fear, you produce a chemical in your brain. So the thought causes a chemical in the brain. And so you move to go ask them out. You move to try to increase your prices. Or you try to sell your first piece of art. Or the first time you're on stage, doing your guitar, or you want to move to some place and everyone says that, you should stay where you are, your whole family's here, but you don't want to. And so what happens is you produce a chemical in the brain that signals to your nervous system, fight or flight. There's no way around that. What happens is pretty soon you've got all these stress hormones moving through the body on an unconscious level. And your brain, one of its primary purposes is to protect and preserve your life. It doesn't want you to the way the brain used to work is it tried to protect us from actual human extinction back in the day, right? And now, we're not going to be worried about a Tyrannosaurus Rex eating you or the elements. You don't need to worry about your everyday survival on the level they did 500 years ago. But that brain hasn't evolved. And so now, because you don't have impending threats from the elements that will extinct you, the brain has convinced itself that if you fall or you fail or you get rejected or you get told no or you feel fear, that's a threat to your very survival. So unconsciously, the brain and the nervous system is trying to protect you from asking somebody out because it is convinced that it's a threat to your very survival if you get told no. It's operating from the worst thing that could happen. And the only way you can break out of that is if you say, screw it. So comment down below, screw it, I'm going to, and write out one thing that inspires you that you've been wanting to do. Screw it, I'm going to. Comment one thing down below that inspires you that you've wanted to do. Screw it, I'm going to, and comment it down below. It's time to follow your soul. It's time to follow your heart. It's time to just karate kick your fear in the face and say, I know this feels scary. My hands are sweaty. My heart is beating really fast. I need extra deodorant because I got a lot of sweat coming down right now and where places. But man, I only have one life. So screw it. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Make sure that you demo the Second Mind Neuroprogrammer down below. The way that it works is when we're used to living inside a certain perception of reality, your brain hardwires in a certain way. It's called Hebb's Law. Brain cells that fire together, wire together. Every time you have a thought, a reaction to life, or a situation happens, you fire nerve or brain cells. They wire together. Your neurocircuitry might be hardwired for you to not attract what you want. So we created a software designed to rewire that for you. And you can demo it for free. It's thesecondmind.com right there down below. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification right over there in the corner. Even if you already subscribed in the past, double check that you've actually hit the bell notification. Hashtag down below, screw it, just do it. It's time. It's time to face our fears. It's time to live your best life. It's time for you to say, you know what, I matter. I love my life. I love the fact that I'm alive. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's scary, but I owe it to myself to create the most happiness that I possibly can from here on out. See you next time.